Hello there, thank you for bringing in some of your snooker equipment for me to inspect today. As an amateur player and lover of the game, it brings me a lot of joy. Now we have a little bit of housekeeping before we begin with the inspections. If you have an optical correction and you're struggling to focus on the cue ball or any other potting ball, you could consider some snooker glasses, as seen here, modelled by the most iconic wearer of such a pair, the great Dennis Taylor. So when he gets down on the cloth, looks down, he has the area with which to focus through there. So let me know if you're looking for a pair of those. Right, in terms of the rules, when it comes to cue specifications, not too many. The main ones concern length and shape. Now the length of the cue shall be no less than 3 feet or 914 millimetres. The cue shall adopt a traditional tapered shape with a tip on the thinner ends. Ancillary equipment such as rests, extensions and adapters are permitted. This includes things such as spiders and swans to assist with those more tricky shots. Also have my wood grading scale here. The choice of wood isn't important, so I like to have a little look, see what's out there. Have my measure, pen, extra lighting, illuminated magnifiers. And the other final bit of housekeeping, if you have a colour defect, you are still permitted to participate in tournaments. But if you are struggling to identify a ball because of a red-green colour defect perhaps, then the referee should step in and help you there. Right. Ready for 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 cues there. Right, shall we get started with cue 1. Short on space here. Right, I see you've brought this one in as a 2-piece, which gives us an ideal way with which to explore the anatomy of the cue. So it looks as though this one is unused. We have no tip. This metal part is the ferrule. We have the shaft of the cue, we have the handle, your joint, the butt of the cue there, and the stub there, which provides shock absorption and protection. If you happen to smack the cue in anger, I'm sure you've broke a few in your time. As you can see, we have a Jimmy White Pullmaster. Do you like Jimmy? Yep, he's very much a favourite of the British public. Good old Jimmy. BCE Custom Cues, England. So the stub is okay there. Let me give myself some space here. First of all, looking for any defects. So we have the wood, and then that is treated. The handle is perfect, not much in the way of problems there. It's beautiful, looking at the wood design as well. And the shaft. Be interesting to see this in action when you've got a chip on the end. It's still plastic protected there. So we said this was a two-piece meal. Just love how those ends join together there. It's beautiful. And to try and take a measurement of this, you can certainly tell just from gross appearance that it is greater than 3 feet. See if my arms are long enough. Excellent. So we have 57 inches there. Jimmy White. No defects. No tip. Please do bring this one back when it has been used, when it's been used in action. Have another look. Right, I also have my wood grading scale here. So let me have a little look here at the design. So we have the vertical striations there. This one could be confused with a Brazilian lacewood, but just looking closely there at those striations and colour, we're looking more at a black ash design there. Fantastic. So among some of the manufacturers, you have Riley, you have Triangle, with which this one is. Protective casing. You can see it's quite an old case. You have a lovely leather handle there. A few watermarks. This could have been left in a garage, possibly. Defects to the edge there and there. I'd still expect this to protect the cue fairly sufficiently. This is a beautiful cue. Look at those striations there. A lot of players will use a fairly coarse cloth along the handle for sufficient momentum before striking the ball. You don't want any resistance. You have a beautiful tip there. A little bit of dust. This one clearly hasn't been used in a while. The ferrule is fairly worn. You have the dark oak on this one. They come in all different colours, these woods. I have a beautiful Riley light one to show you later. This has been beautifully varnished and polished for smooth movement, although strictly speaking, it will be the shaft that we shall keep smooth, more so than the handle. So this is MBS, again, billiards suppliers. We need to add a stub there to the butt of the cue for protection. Just a little bit of wear and tear there, but I would certainly love to test this cue out on the cloth. That comes together nicely. That's 57 inches, slightly longer than the first cue. Just a few defects at the butt there. The tip on this one didn't look too bad. Right, let's get to inspecting the wood there. And this is a classic zebra wood design there. Iconic, can't miss that one. Right, as for the case, so you've got some chalk there, very important. You want perfect grip with each shot. Just needs a little bit of an internal clean and a little bit of glue there. But all in all, the black cloth looks nice. Marvellous. And some of you do like the sounds of chalking the kit, chalking the tip. That is my personal method there. Right, I'm going to have a little look at this ancillary here. This is your extension for those longer shots. The telecue extender. So you have additional extension capabilities within the extension itself there. This appears legal. You have your patent number, excellent. Look down the old tube there. One thing we are not looking for, one thing we are looking for from those scrupulous players of the game are any external additions that could impact the weight of such ancillary items. Quite a bit of wear and tear on this, but I suspect it's helped you pot a lot of long, difficult balls. Super. Right, we had a patent number. No illegal attachments. It is traditional black with the blue extension in the centre. Right, let's have a look at our remaining cues. Right, we have a Blackbutt, Qcraft England again. And I think about a fresh stub there. Always fascinated to see these designs at the butt there. So we have a medium brown, a dark green, and it looks like, yep, black handle there. Again, this is a two-piece. Goes in nicely. Excellent. And again we have a, looks like zebra wood design there. Slightly lighter in colour than that one. And the tip, that is beautifully shaped there. Listen to those chalking sounds. That is a fabulous cue there. Blackbutt. We have a medium brown, a medium green, new stub required, beautifully crafted and rounded tip. Good chalking sounds there. My final inspection here. Just a few chalk stains, the upper end of the shaft. A few little scratches there. May have caught something walking back to the chair. Yeah, some significant scratches there. Should be able to polish those out if you so wish. In fact, I tell a lie, this is not zebra wood, this falls into the black ash category there. The butt colour falls into the tulip wood, babinga categories there. apply to the notes there. And that'll bring us on nicely to Q4. Right, we have a Q Craft metal protective case. I'm fascinated to see this one. It's the initial anticipation when they're in a case. It certainly needs a clean. Canon Q's Limited. Oh yes. So with this one we have a much shorter handle than previously. I just need my magnification to read that. Aeon Q's, Coventry, England, are fairly local. This appears much older than your other Q's. It's a more traditional one, as seen there by the joints. Look at that. Not pyramid shaped or tapered. Not as smooth as the previous ones. See the fine wood striations just beneath the black there. And it is a screw-on stub, so one is required for that. And this is a long shaft. Some players have a longer shaft than others. But as long as they use their cue properly, the shaft shouldn't matter. Right, before putting this two-piece together, that is a beautiful looking tip there. Perfect shape, the ferrule, fairly good nick. Shape there, that's super duper. It's well chalked there. So we have the traditional curved striations there, as well as the straight patterns. This one is much coarser, as we said, than the other cues. You could smooth that out with some kind of fairly coarse cloth. Marvellous. And the attachment sounds there, not too harsh, like the previous cue. So it's slot and screw. Slot and screw, please. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Certainly like to test this on the circuit. This is the longest cue yet, at 58 inches. Right, let's see if our pen now wants to work. Yep. No, hang on. Protective case. officially been snookered there by the pet. This is a quintessential black ash design, light wood appearance. With possibly a little bit of spalted maple there. So you can get hybrid designs. Pure black handle. African blackwood, I believe. Right, that is it. You've made me a very happy man seeing your equipment. Thank you so much, and best of luck in your future frames.